Have you ever wondered why a tiny honeybee's act of bravery ends in tragedy? It's one of nature's most perplexing sacrifices, like quitting a job by setting your desk on fire. What really happens when a bee stings you? Why do some species survive, while others meet their untimely demise? Let's dive into the fascinating world of bees and their stingers. The anatomy of a bee sting, nature's tiny harpoon. Imagine a honeybee suiting up for battle, wielding its sting like a miniature harpoon. Under a microscope, the sting reveals itself to be a weapon of precision engineering complete with 2 rows of saw-toothed blades. These barbs are evolutionary gifts, designed not for stinging humans, but for defending against other insects and bees. The sting is connected to a venom sac, which pumps a potent toxin into the unfortunate target. This venom, aside from delivering a fiery jolt of pain, acts as a homing beacon for other bees in the hive. It's the bee equivalent of sending a group text to your squad, screaming, "We've got trouble here, people." So, why do honeybees die after stinging? Here's the bittersweet truth. Honeybees are the tragic poets of the insect world. Their demise is purely a design flaw or a bold strategy, depending on how you look at it. When a honeybee stings a mammal, like a human, the thick skin grips the barbs in the sting. As the bee tries to pull away, it essentially rips itself apart, leaving behind a piece of its abdomen, venom sac, and even some internal organs. It's a kamikaze move that ensures the sting keeps pumping venom into the wound, even after the bee has buzzed off to meet its maker. Think of it like throwing a grenade and sticking around just to make sure it explodes. Painful for us, but downright catastrophic for the bee. A bee's last words. Do they know they'll die? Do honeybees realize their courageous act of defense is also their last? Experts believe the answer is no. Bees don't sit around contemplating their mortality or drafting farewell letters to the hive. Instead, their instincts drive them to protect their home and queen at all costs. Away from the hive, honeybees are actually pretty chill. They only sting when provoked, say, if you grab one or wander too close to their nest. So, the next time you accidentally provoke a sting, just remember, the bee wasn't picking a fight. It was just doing its job. And unfortunately, its swan song came a little too soon. The exceptions. Not all bees die after stinging. If honeybees are the martyrs of the insect world, queen bees are the cunning tacticians. Unlike their worker counterparts, queen bees have smooth stings. This means they can sting multiple times without harming themselves. But don't worry, queen bees rarely use their stingers on mammals. They save their venomous jabs for fights with rival queens, which sounds like the plot of a particularly dramatic reality TV show. As for other species, like bumblebees, hornets, and wasps, their smooth stings allow them to sting repeatedly without any self-destructive consequences. It's like having unlimited ammunition in a video game. Great for them, not so much for us. Do all bees sting? Nope, some prefer to bite. Out of the approximately 20,000 species of bees buzzing around the world, only about 500 don't have stingers at all. These non-stinging bees have developed alternative defense mechanisms, like biting. Yes, biting. Imagine being nibbled by a bee. It's less ouch and more wait, what just happened? These stingless species, though lacking in weaponry, are no less fascinating. They often focus on collecting nectar and pollinating plants, avoiding conflict altogether. Basically, they're the pacifists of the bee world, flower children, quite literally. The high stakes of honeybee society. In a honeybee colony, survival is a team sport. Worker bees sacrifice themselves for the greater good, protecting the queen and the hive's precious resources. It's an efficient system, albeit one with a high turnover rate. Losing a few workers might seem tragic, but in the grand scheme of things, the hive thrives because of this selfless dedication. And while we're on the topic of hives, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible communication skills of bees. They perform intricate dances to share directions to food sources. That's right, bees twerk for science. If that doesn't make you smile, what will? Bee venom. more than just a painful prick. Let's not forget the venom itself. This tiny dose of liquid fire is more than just a tool for defense. It's a chemical cocktail designed to ward off predators. Bee venom contains compounds that cause pain, swelling, and a tingling sensation that reminds you not to mess with nature's flying pharmacists. Interestingly, bee venom has therapeutic uses in medicine. It's being studied for its potential to treat arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and even certain types of cancer. So, while it may hurt in the moment, that little sting could have some big benefits in the long run. How to avoid getting stung. To avoid accidental bee stings and coexist peacefully with these buzzing friends, remain calm and gently shoo them away instead of swatting, as bees rarely attack without reason. Avoid wearing bright colors or strong floral scents, which can attract them, and always respect their space by steering clear of hives and nests. And of course, never grab a bee. They're tiny, adorable, and armed. By following these simple tips, you can sidestep the pain of a sting while helping bees continue their vital role in pollination. Bee myths busted. Some buzzworthy facts. Let's debunk some of the most common misconceptions about bees and their stings. First, not all bees die after stinging. Only worker honeybees face this tragic fate, while queens and other species can sting multiple times without harm. Second, bees are not aggressive by nature and don't go around looking for trouble. They're generally timid and will only sting as a last resort, often in defense of their hive. Lastly, while many consider bee stings to be merely annoying, for some people, they can trigger severe allergic reactions. If you experience symptoms like difficulty breathing or swelling far beyond the sting site, seek medical attention immediately. A world without bees, why their sacrifice matters. Bees play a crucial role in our ecosystem. They're responsible for pollinating many of the crops we rely on for food, as well as countless wild plants. Without bees, our diets would be far less colorful and nutritious, not to mention the ecological chaos that would ensue. So while it's tragic that honeybees die after stinging, their sacrifices remind us of their importance. Each sting is a small price to pay for the vast benefits these incredible insects provide. The legacy of the sting. The next time you see a bee buzzing by, remember the intricate balance of nature at play. These tiny creatures, armed with barbed harpoons and boundless determination, are more than just summer nuisances. They're engineers, farmers, and defenders of their hives, living proof that sometimes the smallest beings can make the biggest impact. And if you ever find yourself on the receiving end of a bee sting, try to see it as a badge of honor. You've been chosen to experience one of nature's most fascinating phenomena. Just don't forget to give that bee a moment of silence for its valiant sacrifice. After all, it gave its life defending its home. Talk about dedication. And that's the buzz on bees and their stingers. If you found this dive into the world of bees as fascinating as we did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, because who doesn't love some bee trivia? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing facts and entertaining content. Let's keep the buzz going. See you in the next video.